and welcome to day 26 out of 30 of my uploading something at least 5 days a week challenge. And today's video is a little bit of a story time and a reflection on a story of how I learned to love something that I used to despise. And that was my hearing aid. So for those of you who don't know, I can't necessarily take it off and show you, otherwise I will mess up the audio big time. But this little dot in my hair here is my hearing aid processor, and it helps me pick up all the sound that my left ear misses, because I am 90% deaf in my left side without any bone-anchored hearing aid help. So when I was younger, this used to be a big point of contention for me with my parents and other people around me, because I absolutely despised wearing it for a couple different reasons. Now, for those of you who have not dealt with like hearing aids and stuff before, part of it is having a hearing aid and having additional sound be blasted into your nervous system than what your nervous system is like prepared for on a daily basis can genuinely be very taxing and overstimulating. And so after a certain while, I would just get like so tired and agitated of wearing this thing that I would need to take a break, and that I just would not want to wear it at all after a certain point in the day. And we had the hardest time getting me, or my parents had the hardest time getting me to actually wear it, and my parents were really annoyed because I kept saying, what? But, you know, like, I couldn't hear, so whatever, not my fault. And they weren't the ones having the experience being blasted with extra sound. And when I was younger, I think my, like, sensitivity to different stimulus was a little more extreme, so I never really got the full hang of it. And also, with this specific processor, for whatever reason, you cannot, like, manipulate the volume on the actual device itself. You need to have it connected to the Bluetooth on your phone in order to do it. It's so small that there's not even room on it for volume buttons. So if I didn't have my phone on me, I could not use my device. Like, I couldn't turn it down if I needed to or anything. If push came to shove, I had to rip the thing off. And why am I saying all this? Because I used to despise my hearing aid, and I would actively, like, lie to my parents, say, oh yeah, I'm definitely wearing my hearing aid. And I would not be wearing it. And it was just, okay, it was a big point of contention. That's it. And there would be years where I would just, like, not use it at all. I get really mad at my parents for even suggesting I use it. And to be fair, yes, I get it, old me, or young me, that was really annoying. But after a while, it just became so frustrating because I wasn't able to hear things. And I would miss out on, like, potential friend making experiences and potentials for, like, being included in a conversation, because I literally could not hear what was going on. And so people just kind of started ignoring me. So then when I was like 15 and 16, I started taking it a little bit more seriously. And by this time, there was this device where you could Bluetooth your hearing aid and connect it to your phone, and essentially use your phone use your hearing aid as a Bluetooth headphones. And that changed everything for me. Ever since that point on, I have loved my hearing aid because I can be a secret ninja and be listening to shit if I want to all day, and the sound processor will still be like slightly amplifying noise around me, although fairly, like, if I'm being fair, it doesn't actively, amplify the sound the same way as if I don't have anything playing. But I can have the best of both worlds. I can be listening to what I want to listen to, and no one would ever know. And so that really let me do a whole 180, even though that has its own couple of tweaks and like issues that I have not yet been able to solve. I missed out on like some of the sound layering that happens in songs, especially. But all things considered, I love having my little Bluetooth hidden speaker thing. And it didn't really hit me until I just was coming up for my appointment today. I have to drive like 1.5, 2 hours every time for my appointments, because that's where the good doctors are for my complex condition. And so I drove up and I knocked my hearing aid off after I like took a nap in the parking lot. And I woke up and it was like, oh my god, it's appointment time, wait. And I didn't have my hearing aid, I couldn't find it, and so I just went in without it. And I was missing it the entire time because I was not able to listen to my little songs that I really like listening to. And I actively was like, oh yeah, wow, I actually can notice a difference. As if that, like, wow, it actually does make a difference. It's so weird how, like, you can totally implement things and not actually realize the effect they're having on you until you suddenly are without them for whatever reason. And that's what made me realize, oh wow, I actually really enjoy wearing my hearing aid now. And I miss it when I don't have it on. And that was a huge change. Because also, like, when I was younger, it was a source of very high stress for me. Because, again, these little tiny processors are literally this big, okay? Not even the full size of, I don't know, it's not even the full diameter of a quarter. And they cost, like, $8,000 or something. And so I had a couple of really negative experiences when I was younger. One, being aware of the cost of that as a kid, and like having the pressure on me to not lose it. Like, obviously you don't want to lose it, yeah, but it's pressure on a kid to like make sure to track it and not like lose it, And then also my experience where I had a girl threaten to throw it into the road, and she literally snatched it off of my head and was dangling it in front of me. And then things like that, and then I lost it one time. And literally had to do like a whole search of our entire yard. Oh my god, that was so annoying. But essentially, I viewed it as a source of just extra work that I had to do, and it was just very stressful for me to think about, and so I just hated it. I hated it. I hated that I had to do it. I hated that my parents wanted me to do this just so they could talk to me more. Fuck you, I don't want to talk to you. And now through little steps over time, I've learned to really love my hearing aid. And this is not like saying that anyone should get a hearing aid, because I know that everyone's lives are different, and everyone's experiences are different. This is just like me noticing that, oh wow, that's really cool. I used to hate this thing so much, and now I really love it. And appreciating what it has taken for me to get to this point with it. So, yeah, that is it. It is a shorter video, and thank you guys for watching, and have a good one. Ciao.